Back out here on a new video today, and Lisa's not with me. I actually have a special guest, and we are in Thurmond, West Virginia, site of mine and Lisa's wedding site, and the Thurmond ghost town. See over the bridge there? That's a new river. Big time whitewater rafting. So this is the only way in and out of Thurmond, by the way. Oh my, look down there. Straight down to the river. It's kind of creepy. Hello everybody. Back out here on a new video today, and Lisa's not with me. I actually have a special guest, and we are in Thurmond, West Virginia, site of mine and Lisa's wedding site, and the Thurmond ghost town. So my special guest today, right here, Steve. This is one of my best friends since, I guess, kindergarten. Not sure what year that was, but it was early 70s. Yeah, we talked him into coming out with us today. Lisa and Brooke stayed home this weekend, and I came down to visit some family and have a chance to get together with some old friends and everything. So we're actually riding along the new river out that way. So this is Stevie's first time on an e-bike, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And so we'll get to see his reaction, see how he likes it. Especially when we come up out of here, because this is going back uphill. So this is actually one of my parents' bikes. They bought it back in February, and we just picked it out, and it's actually got 0 miles on it. I think I heard it had about 100 yards on the odometer. So they've had it for, I don't know, 5 or 6 months at this point. So we thought we needed to get out and ride it around a little bit and get it broken in for them. And I don't know if I've ever been out this way too far. The good thing about down here is we're kind of in a valley. You can see the mountains, and it blocks the sun, so we don't have any direct sunlight hitting us. And it kind of gives you a cool feeling.
Tip for the day: never start off in pedal assist 2.
Never start off in pedal assist 2. Yeah, for those of you that have never been on an e-bike before, please start off on pedal assist 1. As a lot of you guys out there that actually have the bikes know, that pedal assist 1 is kind of a gradual power. If you go anything past that, especially on these electric bikes, it really kicks in. And you know, if you get tired of pedaling, you can just ease onto that throttle. Yeah, that bike is not unlocked like this one is. So it'll max out at 20 miles an hour. I've unlocked this one, so it'll max out at 28. If I put it in pedal assist 5 and pedal with it, it'll go about 28 to 30. But all of the lower pedal assists are the same as an unlocked bike.
So with the throttle and pedal assist 1, it's only going to go so fast, and then 2. And...
Yeah, but you can out pedal the pedal assist. Like I've got it in 1. Pedal assist will keep you at about 5 or 6 miles an hour.
Okay.
Actually, I'm pedaling 8 miles an hour. If I use this mode button, you can see the current, CUR, and that tells how much current you're drawing on the battery. So like we're starting to go up a nice little incline. You can use the throttle or kick it up into 2 and see ya. And it'll get you up over. So you can make it a hard workout or you can make it an easy one, whatever you want. And I like to use the pedal assist more than the throttle because it seems like it doesn't drain the battery quite so fast. Yeah, the throttle seems to drain it pretty quickly. It's almost like punching the gas in your car. If you just kind of ease it, you know, it's not as bad, but the throttle, it really kicks in when you use it. But it's good for certain things. Now they do have cabins down through here that you can rent. And there's a car coming up behind us, so we'll kind of ease over to the right here. And another one's coming. So we'll just kind of stay to the right. Now, Stevie, a question I get a lot is people, they've actually asked what I look like on the bike. And I actually made a video where I set the camera up and drove past to show them. Now you're what, 6'2", 6'3"? So this is a good explanation, or you can kind of see he's 6'3", and looks like he's pretty comfortable on it. I'm just under 6 feet, so, but I'm probably a bit heavier, as you guys know. So we've got the height on it and the heaviness on it. So that kind of, I don't know, this will show you how both work on them. Yeah. Now we can kick it up to 2 if you want and kind of cruise. The thing I like about these bikes is, you know, they're good for pavement, but you can kick off into some big old thick gravel and it feels just as easy to handle with these big wide tires on them. I've gone through gravel that are like big rocks the size of my fist, through sand, through grass, pretty much anything you can think of. And I've never felt like the bike was going to fly out from under me or any of that. A lot of people are intimidated with the weight of the bike and stuff like that, but you know, once you get, you know, getting started and stopping is one thing. You got to be a little bit careful. One thing, whenever you stop on these things, you kind of have to slow down slowly and then sort of step off of it, because these pedals are kind of positioned up a little bit high. So to get your full leg extension, you have to lift the seat up so high that your feet will barely touch the ground if you have to put your feet down. Now, one of Lisa's things is she likes to stop every time something like this happens.
Right.
And I like to just
kind of
goose it enough to keep,
the bridge.
yeah, I guess. We'll check it out and see. How you doing there, buddy? Stone Cliff. I've never been over here. Have you been this far?
Driving.
Oh, have you? So like I said before, Stevie and I met each other in first day of kindergarten. And, you know, we're friends ever since that day. Then, like everybody else, we graduate high school and kind of peel off to our lives and things. Hadn't seen each other in probably, what, about 30 years. Until my 50th birthday several years ago. And my mom brought him as well as some of the other guys that we used to hang around with. And the funny thing is, even though there's some catching up to do, I didn't feel like we really needed to catch up much. As far as, you know, everybody still seems the same for the most part. And it's almost like we're back in high school. Just out riding through town or something. But it's kind of crazy. Huh. So do you have an idea where this comes out?
No. I think I'll
And turn around? Yeah, we're not sure where this goes, folks. I mean, we might wind up at the Boy Scout place or something. I don't know. Because if we keep going in this is kind of the direction it would be in, I think. What do we used to call it? We called it the garden grounds, didn't we? And I don't know why it was called the garden grounds. There was no gardens out through there unless it was illegal gardens. Yeah. My dad used to take us out there and we'd shoot guns sometimes. Do some target practicing. But that was a nice little hill we're going to come up. Man, you can cut right through that deep stuff and you don't even notice it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I've got my hunting knife with me, by the way. I don't know what's down through here. Huh. I don't know, you want to turn around? We could probably. Yeah. Yeah, these things are made real tough. Yeah. I kind of feel like turning around. What do you think? We could probably go out here all day. But I don't want to get too far out of the way. I want to kick it up to 3. Yeah, so we'll go back this way just a little bit, and when we get back to the point we started, we'll head across the bridge over into the ghost town of Thurmond, if we can make it past this vehicle flying out through here. Big tall mountain in front of us there. Yeah, it is. See over the bridge there? That's a new river. Big time whitewater rafting. May have to come down here on Bridge Day and do some video and show some people diving off the bridge. But yeah, so the new ones have suspensions on the forks, and the tire, these are 4-inch wide. The new ones are 3 inches. They made them a little more narrow, but I kind of like the wide tire myself. It just feels really sturdy. But of course I haven't tried the 3-inch one, so I mean, it might feel just as good. I don't know. I know one of my subscribers, Saddle Tramp, he went on and put 4-inch on his bike. He got the new one with the 3. He put a 4-inch wide on the back and left the 3 on the front, I think. So it looks like a dragster. Yeah, Mr. Summers that lived out beside Kevin. He had a cabin down here on the New River. It wasn't necessarily right here at Thurmond, but it was up down a little ways. And he used to bring Kevin and Jimmy Langenese and me down here with his wife and for the weekend, and we'd come down and fish and stuff. It's kind of fun. But that was before they started spraying for the gnats. And it was, I don't think he's with us anymore, so this won't matter, but he always had a big old thing of cigars. And we would get a cigar and light them up by the fire and just puff on them. And it would keep the gnats away. I think a few times one of us inhaled it and might have got a little bit sick, but we always had a good time. But yeah, gnats were terrible. That's when you could wave your arm and just feel them hitting your arms, you know. Right. Be out playing wiffle ball and you'd swing the bat and hear them click, 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 click as it came through. I saw a video on YouTube not long ago where some guys go around the country to all these abandoned type places, and they came to Thurmond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they go all over the country, and they actually found their way inside some of those buildings and went through there and filmed it all. I don't know exactly whose property it is. I don't know if it's the state's or who. But I would imagine it's probably illegal. But they were definitely outside. They looked good, but inside, disrepair, big time. So yeah, we got married right here. Down over are the step type things that we walked down on, and then we saw the boaters floating down the river. Well, I guess guess it's bridge time. What do you think? Thing says do not cross railroad tracks. There it is. There's a trail right there, but it's got a bunch of trees down. It says that it's closed back there, but that goes back up into Oak Hill. I was kind of hoping I could find it out here, so I have to come back. So this is the only way in and out of Thurmond, by the way, is this bridge. See rapids over here. Those are kind of mild rapids. I guess they actually have a little motel thing. I don't know if you can stay in it or not, but visitor area. Oh. I don't know which side we should go crossing on. Uh-oh. Maybe down here. United States Post Office, not working anymore. So this is actually the town of Thurmond, what's left of it. Bye. River Banking and Trust. National Bank of Thurmond. Oh. Now down here is where they actually loaded the coal onto the railroad cars. They would pull in right here on the track, and coal or whatever would load down in. So I guess it goes on down a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, this place used to be jam-packed with people back in the day. But now, not so much. I guess that's probably far enough.
I've never been down this far.
Hey, I don't think I have either. Well, actually, I guess that road is kind of what goes up, and there's some houses up there.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's where Lily used to live.
Oh, really?
She lived up there somewhere.
Okay.
I just kind of wonder if any of her family's still around.
I see some stuff up there now.
Now that guy that I was talking about that came down here and filmed all this stuff, he, I guess, did some checking. And the census showed that 8 people lived here still. I think it was basically one family that still lived up there. And I don't know if they still are or not. One thing for sure, nobody's going to bother you too much out here. on a regular day. People also wonder how maneuverable these bikes are. I can usually throw this thing just about wherever I want it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he ended up getting up into that house up there somewhere. Of course, it has no trespassing on it. But that's not what we do. Yeah, the funny thing is, I've been down here a few times. I don't think I've ever seen people out here walking around like this. Of course, back then, I don't think they had this visitor center thing either. Commercial row. And yep, good old Thurmond. A restaurant. Oh my, look down there. Straight down to the river. It's kind of creepy. Let me see how fast we can go. All right, well, we didn't do a ton of talking today, but little ride around Thurmond. Haven't been out for 42 minutes. Doesn't seem like it.
5 miles?
5 miles. Hardly seems like we did anything, really. 5 miles on a regular bike, I'm ready to stop and rest.
You got that right.
But, yeah, I'm still at 51 volts, so you can tell how much of your battery's left. 51 volts. 54.6 is full. 42 is dead, so we haven't even used half a battery. Even messing around with throttle and going faster. Let's see, 5.3 miles, 51 volts, 43 minutes. I got 422 miles on my bike. But anyway, I guess we'll call that a day as far as filming, and thanks to my good friend Stevie for stopping by and taking a ride with us. So for your first electric bike ride, what do you think?
I'm impressed.
Good? Yeah. I don't think I've ever had anybody ride one of these and say, give me my regular bike any day.
No, my regular bike is, yeah, it's looking a little shabby right now.
Yeah. But, you know, these things have 500 watt motors, which is basically 3/4 of a horsepower. Anything bigger than that in West Virginia is illegal to ride on trails.
Okay.
So whenever they go up to 1,000 watts, you know, 2,000. 500 and 750 are kind of the standard. You can buy stuff like this in Costco's, some other stores, but they're usually 300 watts.
Mm-hmm.
I would never get a 300 watt for myself. These are 500, but they peak at 750. So whenever that throttle's kicking in,
right,
that gives you 750 watts of power. But just average as you're cruising, it's 500. And that's about the least that I would want.
Yeah.
Especially here going up hills and stuff.
It feels like plenty though.
Yeah. And when I bought these, they were $8.99. I think the 2.0, since they put the extra shocks and stuff, are $9.99, so they're still under $1,000. Mm-hmm. And most bikes with 500 watt motors start at $1,500 to $2,000.
Oh, wow.
So this is about the best bang for your buck I think you can get. And they come with the fenders, they come with lights, come with the back rack. The new ones come with a front rack as well. And most bikes come with none of that. You got to get your own fenders, your own racks, your own lights to put on. These come with the lights. At this price, is hard to beat. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching our little tour through Thurmond and mine and Lisa's wedding site. We didn't really go down to where we were, but it was just right out the road here. But until next time, enjoy your day, God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.